here first. Now, why would I do this? Well, because this is cold marketing on the World Wide Web with people that I don't know and they don't know me. Some of them I'm not going to want in my business. Some of them won't want to be in business with me and whatever. So this is the way I sift and sort and automate it and pre-qualify people using automation. So I have them come here and put their email in and click, please send me the info right now. When they click that button, I'm still not taking them to Stoplight Go yet. Then I take them to what's called my bridge page. Okay. And this is where I give them a little glimpse. You've never seen this before, and they haven't. No one's seen Stoplight Go yet. I mean, there's only 3,000 people on the planet out of 8 billion. So they've never seen it. Okay. And I thank them for requesting info. And I just say a little, kind of give them a little glimpse of what's going to happen when they click this red button. Okay. And when they click this red button, now they go to my Stoplight Go website. And by the way, I've already sent in a support ticket to tell them that page loads too slow. And they're working on it. They're on it already. So that's the way my process, okay? Get the email, let them get a little glimpse, and then click this. And by the time someone does all that, they put their email in here. Then they read all this and click this. And then they land at Stoplight Go, and then they fill out the form. That's a pretty qualified lead, okay? They've jumped through a few hurdles to kind of raise their hand and go, hey, I'm interested. I want to learn more about what you got here. Versus them, seeing this Just Ask Mick and going directly to Stoplight Go. So the reason I do this is because now they're in a follow-up series, and I'm going to show you, and you're not going to get all this at one time, but this is why we record these. For those that want to learn this, I do know how to teach you how to do it. So you see up here, SLG leads. Okay. Now I've also got Stoplight Go R3G team. Now that's those of us that are already on the team. Okay. And that's the email that went out this morning. You'll see it right here. R3G update Friday, July 14th. So I sent that an hour ago. 21% of the recipients have opened it. 124 people out of 592 that it went to. And that's mainly because it's only been an hour. So you look at the one from yesterday, 18 hours ago, 50%. 294 people opened it. Okay. Which in email, that's a really good open rate. Really good. There's a lot of people be happy to get 10%. That's why we use our text, because the text, those are open 98% of them within 90 seconds. So text is really, really good. But email marketing is not dead. It does still work. Okay. Now, let me show you something else. Let me go back here to Stoplight Go leads, SLG leads. So you can put all different kind of lists in here and different things, and you can track it. Now, if I get, I just made this list 48 hours ago, SLG leads, when I started doing this justaskmick.com campaign, where I'm making the video, putting it on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Okay. Those 4 channels, same video on all 4. 48 hours ago. So now if I go here and click on subscribers, it's going to tell me if I go, let's go in the past 7 days, and that'll include the 48 hours. So there's been 29 people already. 29 people that already subscribed. They went to justaskmick.com, they put that in, and they did their deal. And there's been, I think it's 10 of them filled out the form at Stoplight Go. So they've already got on here and filled out the deal, and then they got to Stoplight Go and they filled that out. And what I do after they fill that out, then I put them on the R3G list so they can get to the system, so they can see r3gteam.com and see the community, see the replays, see the calendar, see all of the Zooms, all that stuff. So I want them to see the team as I'm, getting to know them. Now, what happens when somebody puts that email in right here? You're going to love this part if you like automation. So I'm going to go right here where it says automation. I'm going to click on it.
Come on now.
And this is my campaign. Now check this out. These are, I've already written, let's see, 46. So half of that, because this is a delay one day. So every day a message goes out. So I've already written half of 46. I've got 23 emails that will automatically go out no matter what I'm doing. They're written, it's done, and they're all in here. And so for 23 days straight, these people are going to start to get to know me, as long as they're liking what they're hearing. If they're not, they just click unsubscribe and then the emails stop. So it's permission-based email. At any time they can go to the bottom, click unsubscribe, they're off the list and they won't get any more email from me. But this is how I do it. And it's a really good pre-qualifier. And I'll be adding more all the time. I'll have these going out for, 90 emails, because sometimes I've had people for 2 months, they're reading these, every single one of them. And then they finally go, you know what? This Mick dude, I think he's legit. I'm going to join him. So this is automation that's working for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And I like that. If I can be out fishing with my son or whatever, somebody opts in, this email goes to them immediately. But now watch this. Let's click on this first one. This first one's very direct. This is right after they put their email in here and they hit that red button. They go here and then they can start watching. But at the same time, simultaneously, as they click here and go to my Stoplight Go site, this email is hitting their inbox. Okay. And see, I'll edit this after July 31st, but right now I'm wanting to let them know, congrats, to learn more about the company I'm launched with my good friend and mentor, Brig Hart, on July 31st. If you've not yet used my private invite code, see, I'm already pointing back to the full presentation. Okay. Do that by filling out the form on my site. If they click here, it goes to Stoplight Go. If you did already fill out the form, log into your dashboard. Where does that go? Right back to Stoplight Go, because the login's on the same site. And then right here, I'm giving them a call to action to reach out, my personal cell. Text me, call me, or if you're an iPhone user, FaceTime me. And I'm giving people like access to me, like, hey, let's get on the phone, man. Let's talk about this. This isn't one of those weird online things where you opt in and there's not a human to talk to. This is the opposite of that. So I put that down there that, I'm an owner at Stoplight Go and a founder in my personal cell. Now, and you don't have to put your phone number. I'm like, let's just cut to the chase. Like, let's get to know each other here. I don't even know if I want you in my team yet. And then the second one that comes out on day 2, and I'm only going to show 2 of these. We're not going through all of them. The second one that I send out is kind of the same thing, talking about connective marketing now. Once again, I want them to know Mick Kirshner. Okay. I wasn't looking for a new opportunity. See, I'm telling my story. Remember when Brig called me? I was like, nah, I'm busy with this other thing. I wasn't looking, but I always at least take a look. And then when I took a closer look and looked at this objectively, I couldn't not do it. So here we are. And here's some of the reasons why. And then once again, I'm sending them right back to Stoplight Go. Okay, so I think that's enough to start a discussion here. So let's do a little Q&A here. Phil Harrington raising his hand. What's up, buddy?
Hey, quick question. Will you share all of that content with us? Like I was thinking maybe like on a Google Doc for the team or something, and then as you're updating it, we can
Okay.
see those updates.
You're gonna love me.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Let's go.
I
I'm gonna build mine today. Here we go.
I gotta show you something. Where did I put that? What was today called? Today's part 3. Downloads. Right here, part 3. Okay, I gotta stop share and then share again. Share. Part 3, I believe this is it. Can you guys see part 3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Phil, if you will go here to this link, I've been using AWeber now for about 10 years. There's all kinds of email software providers, but I'm, 10 years with AWeber. I know it very well. It's very dependable. Deliverability rates are really good, and they've got really good phone customer service. So I call them, like I got them on my speed dial in here, because I'm not that techy when I get into the back end of this stuff, and I just call them up and they always walk me right through it. So what you're going to want to do, if you go here and create your free AWeber account, I can do what's called a share code for anybody that has an AWeber account. All I do is send you this share code. You put that share code in and hit submit, and it automatically puts all those 23 emails in your account. And then all as you do is go to each one and change the link to your link and change the signature to your signature.
Yes.
How do you like that?
I love it. I love it. Where do I find that link?
And let's see. I wonder if it'll let me copy and paste it. The same applies to that landing page and the bridge page.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I can also share those too. Let's see if this will actually paste in the chat here. Chat, paste. It did. Okay, there we go. So it's in the chat, Phil. You can just tap on that and create a free account. And I think it's free up to the first 500 subscribers. And then after that, they charge you a monthly. So it's a scalability thing. It's free at first and you're starting to build your subscriber base. And let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of value in building a list, your own list. Because, when you look at Stoplight Go, you know what we're all doing for Stoplight Go? Building their list. Mm-hmm. And they own it, not us. So I always like to build my own list at the same time, because I own that. That's mine. And it's very valuable because, some of the people, a lot of the people will never join Stoplight Go, but what if something else comes along and I have this new great product or service or something, and I can share with those people, and it might be able to bring some value to them and they might want to buy it. So building a list is super valuable. I was just thinking about my son's 14 now. I'm going to teach him right now to start building an email list, because so much value. I'm just starting to do it now at 60. So I'm like, if I would have known this information, 20 years ago, oh my gosh. Okay.
I have a question.
Hey, Rhonda.
Hey, so has the company thought about putting the phone number, requesting a phone number on the waiting list? So you guys don't have to,
They
mean-
have, yeah, and
They're-
it's just, you have to remember on online marketing, digital marketing, the more fields you have, the less people that fill it out.
Yeah.
And so that's the reason behind that. I mean, if I go here again and go to see how I do it, I don't even ask for the name. And so I'm going to get a lot of opt-in. So if I just put another field above this that said first and last name, my opt-in rates would go down. Now I prefer to have the first and last name, like on the R3 Global one, for all of us that are on a team, it does have the first name, and that way I can personalize the email messages.
Have they thought about putting optional and then asking for the phone number, but that it's optional so people have,
Yeah, it just still adds
I know.
another
Yeah,
line in there, because they're already asking them to create a password, and create a username. And
I know. A lot of times that's what makes me go away because I don't want them to have my information. I want to look at it just in case, but yeah. So I get it.
We can play around with this, and once they opt in, we can ask for their cell phone number if they get something for it. So you
True.
exchange, right? So you're like, hey, if you text me, why he's asking them to call him because then he gets their cell phone number, right? But if you asked for or their cell phone number, give them something like, hey, I'd love you to try out the product. I'll send you a couple of these gas tabs. Maybe they've been looking at whatever. What do I text the something to? You have to figure that out, right? But you can play around with that to get their cell phone number.
Yeah. So what we just went through here is the automated way to use technology to do the follow-up in automation. The other way you can do this is create these short form videos and manually follow up. The way you do that, instead of putting the call to action pointing up at my web link, I would point to my Gmail address. I use the bassgig@gmail.com. I point to that, and then they email me, and my phone goes ting, and then I have to manually reply. And then I send them to my Stoplight Go website. And that works too. They both work. It just depends on, do you want to learn how to do it with automation, or do you want to just do it manually? But both ways, as long as you have a call to action, which that's the most important thing on your short form video, is the call to action. Hey, Cal.
Brother Mick, good
How you
morning.
doing, man?
Pretty good, pretty good. Resting
Good.
after all the travels. Oh, phew.
Well,
Anyways,
you are a world traveler.
somebody's got to do something.
Yeah. That's
Anyways, you mentioned you were going to share a couple more links just now.
right.
You mentioned the word bridge too. I just was curious which links those were.
Oh, so in
Thank
AWeber,
you.
I created this, and see up here in the URL, it's justaskmick.com. So I bought this domain name over at iglobaldomains.com, and then I forwarded this link to this that I created in AWeber to that. So anytime someone types that in, they land right here. Okay. And then when they click here, they don't go to Stoplight Go yet. They go to what's called a bridge page. So if you look up here, it's still the same, justaskmick.com, but it's got /thank you. So they call this a thank you page or a bridge page. And it's just one more step to pre-qualify the person before you get them to what you're trying to show them, which is this. So once they click this red button right here, it takes them right here to Stoplight Go.
Nick, I think he was talking more about the link to share all those emails that you have, and all we have to do is just edit our signature and our
That's
all
called
that
a
stuff.
share code.
Yeah, the share code.
Yeah. And so anything I create in my AWeber dashboard, I can get a share code. And then anyone that has an AWeber account, I can send the share code and then it'll put it right into your account. So Cal, do you already have an AWeber account?
Not as yet. I will make sure I get it today.
Okay. Yeah, once you have it, just let me know and then I can give you the share code.
Sounds wonderful, brother. Thank you.
You want us
bet.
just to email you, Mick, that when we got that set up?
Yeah,
Okay, you got it.
AWeber, great.
I
man.
want to kind of promote AWeber a little bit, Mick. I've been using AWeber probably as long as you, if not longer. That is how I send out my nuggets from New Life devotional. every day.
Ah,
And that's how people can sign up on our website. When they sign up that they want our devotional, it comes through AWeber.
okay.
I have been using it now. I'm probably only using a little tiny bit of it as compared to what you're doing, but it's wonderful to know that AWeber can expand and you've got all kinds of options to create things. So I do